We're grateful to be here with you guys today. As we know, every year our area is impacted by the effects that are associated with severe weather. It happens far too often across our area. Last year, specifically in 2022, our area saw 22 different tornadoes across northern Louisiana. Specifically, when I speak of northern Louisiana, I'm talking about just the parishes that we do cover. 16 of those tornadoes occurred during our spring severe weather season, while 4 of those occurred during our fall severe weather season. Of those 22 different tornadoes that we had across northern Louisiana, 5 of them were considered strong tornadoes, which by definition is anything of an EF2 or greater. Our spring 2023 severe weather season is just around the corner. We all know that temperatures are warming up outside, and we're getting to that point where we're going to have to start worrying about this a little bit more. Casey already kind of mentioned we've had some tornadoes across the area, and especially in Louisiana already this year. So far across northern Louisiana this year, we've seen 4 tornadoes, all of which came back in January. Severe Weather Awareness Week is designed to refresh, to remind, and to educate the public on what to do during severe weather. Specifically tornadoes, but also includes damaging winds and large hail, and also some lightning. And so Severe Weather Awareness Week is really designed to make sure that everyone has a plan in place before severe weather strikes. It's a good time to make or practice your severe weather plan, and then also to make or refresh your severe weather emergency preparedness kit. Each day during Severe Weather Awareness Week, we will have a very specific topic that we'll discuss through our social media, and then also through some other aspects as well. And these are going to be related to different types of severe weather that we can see here in Louisiana. They are as follows. On Sunday, February 19th, which has already passed, but we talked about making a plan. It's important to make sure that everybody has a plan in place before storms hit. Doing so will greatly increase the chance of survival during severe weather. Yesterday, on Monday, February 20th, we talked about severe thunderstorms, which really is highlighting the dangers specifically with severe thunderstorms associated to large hail and damaging winds. When a severe thunderstorm warning is issued, it's important to make sure you protect yourself by moving indoors into a sturdy shelter. You want to get away from windows, and then make sure also wherever you go during a severe thunderstorm inside your house, make sure you're cognitive of the trees around your property, because those are the things that are going to fall on top of your home, and make sure that your safety shelter place inside of your home is away from a spot that could be prone to a tree falling on it. Today, February 21st, we're talking about flash flooding, which is really going to highlight all the dangers that are associated with it. Flash flooding is the #1 weather-related killer in the United States, with the majority of those deaths coming from people who are trapped or stranded in vehicles. Few people really realize the true power that water can have on them. Rapidly moving floodwaters only takes about 6 inches to really knock an adult off their feet. And then when you get to about 2 feet of flowing fast water, it can lift about 3,000 pounds, which is roughly the average size of a vehicle. You want to make sure you avoid low-lying areas that are prone to flooding. Don't park or camp near any kind of creeks or streams. And then the biggest thing with this is you never want to attempt to drive across a flooded roadway. You never know what's underneath it. You don't know if the road has been washed out. You want to remember the very first safety rule of flash flooding. That is, turn around, don't drown. Tomorrow, Wednesday, the topic will be tornadoes. This is going to highlight the different safety tips that people can use to stay safe during tornadoes, and then also help to identify storm shelters. If a tornado warning is issued for your home, it's important to make sure that you go to the lowest level of your building. If you don't have a basement, it's important to make sure that you go to an interior closet, an interior bathroom, or an interior hallway that's away from windows and away from exterior walls. The main thing here is you want to put as many walls between you and the tornado as possible. You want to protect yourself from any flying debris with blankets, cushions, pillows, mattresses, or sleeping bags. If you're in a bigger building or a larger building, you want to make sure that you get to the lowest floor possible, and the most interior portion of that is usually the designated place for that. In addition to talking about tornadoes, our weekly no weather radio test will take place at 9:15 on Wednesday morning. And this test is going to include instructions on how you can participate in our tornado drill. It's a good time for everyone, all residents, especially area schools, to really practice that tornado plan and to have that plan in place and to practice it on Wednesday morning. Now, in the event that we have any kind of active weather going on, we will postpone this test to Thursday at 9:15 a.m., but right now it looks like we should be good to go on Wednesday at 9:15. The topic for Thursday is going to be lightning, which is really going to include the importance of making sure that we seek a grounded, fully enclosed structure when any kind of lightning is threatening our area. And then we're going to put a special emphasis this year on making sure that we're safe when we're outdoors, postponing outdoor activities until the threat has passed. Remember to follow this rule. When thunder roars, go indoors. Following this simple rule will simply prevent you from getting struck by lightning. Being outdoors, the more active that we are outside, the more likely we are to get struck by lightning. On Friday, February 24th, our topic will be watches, warnings, and reception. It's important to have multiple ways to receive watches and warnings that the National Weather Service issues, and these include wireless emergency alerts on your mobile phone, no weather radios, weather applications on your mobile phones or computers, and then also TV, radio, and local TV and radio stations. On Saturday, our topic is going to be mobile home safety. We all know that mobile homes are not a safe place. As Casey kind of mentioned, we had some fatalities in our area, unfortunately. In 2022, we had 4 fatalities, all of which came from residents who resided in mobile homes. So mobile homes are never a safe place to be. It only takes an EF1, which has wind speeds of about 86 to 110 miles per hour, to lift a mobile home and completely destroy it. We highly recommend that all mobile and manufactured residents seek other shelter and flee their homes during the event of tornadoes. To help all those that live in mobile homes or manufactured homes prepare before tornadoes strike, we've developed a 3-step plan. Step 1 is something that they can do every day, which is just to simply make a plan for where you would go and where you would evacuate to in the event that tornadoes strike your area. Step 2 is for the day before storms actually impact your area, you want to verify your evacuation location. And then step 3 is when a tornado watch is issued. This should be the first step, the first sign that you need to evacuate your home if you live in a mobile or manufactured home. As the storms get closer, a lot of people like to think, I'm just going to wait until the warning is issued. Unfortunately, it might be too late at that point, as your evacuation route may be too dangerous to take. So it's best to just, as soon as a watch is issued, it's best for those mobile and manufactured home residents to flee and find more sturdier shelter. We really hope that everybody can take the information this week, apply it to their lives, and really put a plan in place for what you would do during severe weather. Now is the time to prepare. Don't wait until the next storm system is knocking on our doors to get ready for this. Thank you.
Brandon, thank you. That is incredibly helpful information. So we've heard about a plan and we've heard about what it means to prepare for severe weather. So now putting together a disaster kit, what does that look like? It's something we don't want to have to use, but as we know, it's always better to be safe than sorry. So now I'd like to ask Clayton Whiter, the Disaster Program Manager for the American Red Cross here in Shreveport in North Louisiana, to give us the vitals on preparing a disaster kit.
Morning, everyone. I'm C.W. I am the Disaster Program Manager, and I want to start off by talking just these are going to be at the minimum. Water, gallon of water per person for a 3-day supply for an evacuation, 2-week supply if you're going to be at home. You want food, you want your non-perishables, you want easy to prepare items. Again, 3-day supply for evacuation, 2 weeks at home. You want your flashlights. You're going to have your batteries to go with the flashlights. You're going to have a hand crank radio. We want to make sure that you have the batteries to go with that. First aid kits, medications for a week, any multi-purpose tools that you may need, sanitation and personal hygiene items, copies of personal documents. You want to keep those safe and make sure they don't get wet or damaged. Cell phone chargers. Family and emergency contacts. That won't be the time to start trying to get all of that, so you want to have it together already. You want to have your cash on hand. You want to have blankets and a map of the areas. Now, those are some of the basics. So whenever you start thinking about my family individually, okay, what do I need? And that's whenever you want to start considering things such as the medical supplies. That can be anything from hearing aids, batteries for the hearing aids, eyeglasses, contact lens, etc. baby supplies, all the things you need for a baby, Pampers, food, etc. Games and activities for children, pet supplies, and we all know what that is. Two-way radios, extra set of car keys, and manual can openers. For a bigger detail list, you can go to redcross.org or download our bilingual app. Thank you.
We appreciate that so much, Clayton. Thank you. So that concludes the speakers on our agenda this morning. We hope you found all of this information to be helpful and useful and be able to put it into practice. We've allowed time for some question and answers, as well as time for some separate media interviews if you guys are interested in that as well. So again, thank you all to our speakers. Thank you all for attending. And please share this information. The National Weather Service is streaming this press conference on their Facebook page, so please share that and share this with your family. And we hope you found this helpful today. Thank y'all so much. Were there any questions for any of our speakers? They were just that good. All right. Media, do you guys want to grab anybody individually or? Everybody's fine?
Huh?
One of the stations would like to speak with you.
I got a bone in my arm right now. I can't do it.
Thank you.
All right, you guys. So you just heard from a few people, a few of the speakers there, including the National Weather Service and American Red Cross in regards to some details and preparedness for a severe weather season, which is between the months of, let me just double check this. It was like, it's March, April, May. So yeah, they're just going ahead and getting everyone ready ahead of the season to make sure that you know the protocols in regards to when information is put out and how to act accordingly in regards to when that information is out. And they're doing that with a day-by-day process in regards to putting that information out. So Severe Weather Week, they are going to be sharing some new details and information every day of the week. They went through that. So from Sunday to Saturday, each day being something different, talking about severe thunderstorms to tornadoes to how mobile homes are impacted. One of the interesting things that I believe Brandon Throne was speaking there in that moment in regards to the mobile homes was when you receive that watch, under tornado watch, that notification, you can actually download the Your Weather Authority app with KTALnews.com, and that's how you can receive those push notifications. But he also mentioned that there are plenty other applications and devices that you can use to receive those notifications. But say you have this Your Severe Weather Authority app here with us at KTALnews.com, and you receive that under tornado watch notification. He says in that moment, that is the moment that you need to create that exit plan and act on that exit plan, because if you wait any longer, waiting for more information may cause the situation to be too late, may cause your exit plan to be jeopardized by maybe that severe weather that is coming through the area. So that was the most interesting part there in regards to, learning more details on how, if you are an individual who lives in a mobile home, how to respond during severe weather season and how to prepare for situations like that. There's also a preparedness kit that you can probably prepare ahead of time. You can prepare that ahead of time to get ready for situations of severe weather and when severe weather strikes. That was information provided from the Red Cross, a speaker from the Red Cross, which said he mentioned a few things like sanitation, important documents, map of the area, blankets. He said those are the basics. And then when you look at the specifics of your family and what your family needs, that's when you can maybe think a little further in regards to medical supplies and important specific details of medical needs of your family. And then looking further, going into more detail in regards to some things that preparedness kit can have in there. Your preparedness kit can have would be something like a two-way radio, and yeah, just more specifics there in regards to what will help you guys in that situation. But he mentioned a lot more than that. That was just a brief list of his extended list. But for more details on that list of what you can add to your preparedness kit to inspire you a little bit, make you think on maybe what are some things that you can add, he said you can head on over to redcross.org and you see that full list there for more details on that. But yeah, they are just trying to get information out to prepare the community in regards to severe weather season, get everyone ready because it is upon us. We can't stop it. So all we can do is be prepared. All right, and let's see, for more details on everything that you need to know here in regards to severe weather season, you can head on over to our website, ktalnews.com. Again, you can also download your Weather Authority app as well as ktalnews.com or KTAL News Now. That is our application that is available on Androids and Apple devices, so you won't miss a beat. And you can always stay up to date with us on all things news and weather. Thanks for joining us today, you guys. Hope you have a great rest of your day. Stay safe.